Hey guys, this is my 13th update, which is just under a year that I had this tank up and running. A few changes that have happened, and I'll explain them in a few minutes. But tank's doing very good. I just had some hair algae starting to growing on some part of the rock. I did just order a new RIDI system. I think the other one is kicking the bucket with the filters. So hopefully I could get that back in order, because I usually never had any hair algae problem. It's not really a huge problem now, but I see the changes in the tank, and this way I could get rid of the phosphates that float in the water eventually when I do the water changes. The biggest thing I've lost in this tank was my yellow assessor, the one that flips sideways, swims upside down, did all those things. My guess was, since he was always healthy, is that he could have been a victim to my marine betta at night, because some nights he likes to swim around, and I do put ghost shrimp in this tank to let the fish pick at him. So you might have mistaken him as a fish at night when the lights are off, and then boom. All it takes is a split second for him to suck him in. As you can see here, this is a cool lobster. It's called a squat lobster. Generally, they're usually a, would say a black and yellow or black and white type of lobster, and it's supposed to be considered very reef safe. Max size is 2 inches, so he's pretty much grown. Right now, he's just put him in a tank, so he's very defensive, thinking everybody's trying to eat him, so he's just going to swipe at everybody, make sure you stay away from him, but not aggressive. Cool little guy. Very rare to see him in the red, so like me, I like to get rare. Let me see if I can zoom in. I like to get rare fish, so he is a cool little guy. So see how he does in the tank. And someone just passed by, and in a small tank, well, 57 still small, you just seen a potter's angel, which is considered very expert level to take care of, because they don't ship well. They usually just don't survive that well, but he's been doing pretty good. I have him for about a week, swimming around, eats very well. The wantanabe angel did give him a little hell in the beginning for like a half a day at most, and wasn't really that bad, so I knew it was going to have a good chance. Plus, she's a female, and female fish generally are less aggressive than the males, unless you have the same species, which they'll fight to becomes the male. You see my Swallows basslet in the back. Now, if I could get a good view of him, my basslet, that can't get it because of the darkness, but yeah, red banded basslet's right there. It's in a dark shade. You might see a little white to it, but he moved over there for now. But he's been active, especially at night, very secretive, but a cool little fish. When you see him, there's my potter's angel. Very, very beautiful in color, and it seems like he's getting some action with the tailspot blenny. But as you see here, my fish are doing very well. My marginalis butterfly fish had a little ick in the beginning because it was on him, but as you can see, he's very healthy, nice belly, small, and have a good time. My brain here has receded a little bit. There's a couple of reasons why. One is the lighting's not that great in that corner here. I don't think it's going to recede all the way just in that area where there's not enough light, or just the levels of the phosphates not good in this tank, which I got working on to change. So those are the main changes. I did lose my scully, and it wasn't because of the tank. It was more because of me. I checked my salt levels. I tried to raise it. Most of the salt was in the sump. I sprinkled a little bit on the tank, tried to get it on the sand bed to disperse the salt, and of course, like an idiot, some got on the scully and burnt it alive, and that was pretty much toast the next morning. And I knew better, so I can't really say I didn't know better. I knew that I was supposed to be doing that because I know the ramifications, and of course that happened. I did move my black sun coral here. As you can see here, it's actually doing better in this spot. Right now they're closed up, but they do come out. And don't mind my dog in the background. I see an old dog out there. My Tanaka fairy wrasse right here is doing very good. My clove polyps, torch doing good. Hammer, ever since that battle it had with the other torch that died, the coral, hammer coral has been doing good. The rare orange hammer coral next to the frogspawn keeps this pulsing xenia in check. As you see, my clowns are getting bigger, yet no babies yet. So I had them for about 9 months, I think, 9-10 months, something like that. So they're almost at that time. They look like one of them's turning, and hopefully they start having babies. They'll start some things floating around. But getting back to here, my potter's angel here. I mean, I think is one of the best beautiful dwarf, along with the flame. The flame dwarf angel is beautiful too as well. Most dwarf angels I think are pretty cool looking, but the potter's angel and the flame angel. But the problem is the flame angels are very aggressive, even though they're beautiful. Just didn't want to take the chance. I know the potters are supposed to be more shy, more relaxed, just like the wantanabe angel here. So I decided to take the chance, and it paid off. Man, the chance paid off here. You can't get a guarantee every time, but I try to use anything I had in favor to try to make it happen, because usually 2 dwarf angels and 1 tank this size, it's just not going to happen. They're going to fight, and it's just going to be a disaster. But I'm a guy who likes to take some chances. I love the rare fish, and the harder the fish. I mean, I have some really tough species in this tank, including coral that are supposed to be harder to take care of, but I'm having decent success with it. So my dendro over here still stays close and 90% of the time. Little receding here, there, but I also see a lot of heads growing. So I'm confused on what the squirrels have been up to just out of the side. And I don't know if it's has a parasite. I dipped it, but I'm still keeping a close eye on it. But I do see new heads growing on it, so I'm just confused. Is it growing? What's it's doing? So maybe it's hybriding. I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but I had it since it was one head. As you see, the multiple heads on here, and there's little heads in between. So it could be a good thing. I don't know. Only time will tell with that. But hopefully for the best, because I really loved the coral, and it was very healthy for the longest time. So hopefully it's just going through a stage of growing many heads, or maybe I'll move it to a different spot where it's less flow. Maybe it doesn't like the spot, but it was doing well there for a little bit and opening up every day. So I don't know if it's the spot. And the clam doing very well here, sitting nice in the aquarium light. I did get a new hermit crab. As you see, bubbling in the background there. Can't get it with the lighting, but there he is, hanging out, looking for his next victim there. And as you can see here, he's showing off a little bit. He doing a little dance there, but look at his little tail. Beautiful fish. Cocoa worm, it generally over here, see the second head growing, it usually pops the second head after it grows for a while. Like it'll have two heads on there, 2 crowns as you call them, and one just pops off out of the sun, and then it'll just regrow it again. So maybe it's trying to spread itself. I don't know, but that's just a pretty cool thing it does there. Now I'm trying to find this cool hermit crab that I bought. It's called a left-handed hermit crab, or a zebra hermit crab, and oh, there he is. I'll find him. They're generally more of an aggressive species, but they're supposed to be known to eat hair algae too as well. I think he's cool. He has the black and white legs. It's pretty cool. I just lately I've been buying some hermit crabs, but more special hermit crabs. I got one that's fuzzy looking. I got a couple electric blues. I got a scarlet. I got maybe 2 scarlets. I got the Halloween. I got the one. Here's one of my Halloweens. And then I get this guy's one of my favorite. I call him Speedy Gonzalez because he is quick as a hermit crab. So I got one of those. So that's pretty cool too as well. So nice diversity of hermit crabs in this tank. A little diversity. I like a little different action, different kinds of hermit crabs. But so far the Gongonian still alive. Blueberry receded a little bit in some spots, but overall it's doing pretty good. Actually, it's bloomed right now and hanging in there. So we'll keep an eye on that too as well. Again, if you have any questions regarding your tanks or anything like that through my experience, just post me an inbox or a comment or anything like that. I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. And stay tuned, guys, to the next video. And hope your tanks are doing as well as mine. And again, post me with any other questions. Here's my other guy. I call him Fuzzy. He has like fuzzy claws and stuff like that. Just saw him at a pet shop. I was like, I'll grab him because he was different and unique. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Just getting late in the day. Alright, guys, stay tuned.